Hi guys, my name is Marissa and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you the full before and after of my backyard makeover. My husband and I have been working on this project over the summer of 2020. In this video, I will also be highlighting some of my favorite decor pieces that we have added to the backyard this summer. If you're new to my channel and you haven't done so already, my name is Marissa. I make lifestyle videos here on YouTube and would love if you would join my little community by hitting the red subscribe button. As you can see in this before shot, our backyard was a complete disaster prior to us doing this backyard makeover. We decided that since we were going to be spending so much time at home because of quarantine, that we would focus our time and our money in the backyard to completely revamp the space and create a more welcoming environment for our family. This is what the backyard looks like in the after shot. I have multiple videos on my channel showing how we redid the patio, how we created a farmhouse look for the play structure, how we added the playground bark, and showing how we updated some of these shrubs as well. I will link all of those videos in the description box down below if you're interested in checking them out individually. First, I'm going to start by highlighting these little lanterns that we picked up from Amazon. This specific clear pattern is not still available, but I will link something comparable down below. These lanterns are really cool. You light them up and they will deter bugs while also creating a really cool ambiance. We have gotten a lot of use out of these over this summer at deterring mosquitoes, which is definitely a problem in my area. You may have noticed that a lot of my patio furniture is cream colored and going to be really susceptible to stains. I have 3 boys ranging in age from 3 years old to 16 years old, so I wanted to give them their own designated area in the backyard where they could sit down, eat lunch, and I didn't have to worry about them dropping food or staining the patio furniture. My younger kids absolutely adore this picnic bench. This is a redwood picnic bench and it's comparable to the quality of cedar. So it was definitely a more pricey item, but definitely money well spent. We also have an internet cable box in the back of our yard that we were trying to create some distraction from that being a focal point. Did so by adding this little decorative piece that spins in the wind, as well as the metal bench. This piece came from Amazon and the bench came from a local hardware store. It was very affordable. It was under $60. If I can find something comparable, I will put that in the description box down below. I love this little area of the backyard. I like sipping coffee out here, or sometimes I'll sit out here and read a book in the morning. We'll sit on this bench and just watch the kids play. It's nice to have this little area that creates a very park-like vibe in the backyard. We're not currently able to go to parks in our area, so creating this space has been perfect for us to utilize this summer. This play structure originally came from Costco. It is by far my favorite part of the backyard makeover, it's definitely the most noticeable. The original play structure didn't come with any sort of lighting. I bought these little solar lights off of Amazon. I think that they're intended to be on maybe a fence or on pillars lining a driveway, but I thought that they would be absolutely adorable as little lights on the side of this play structure. My kids absolutely adore that this looks like the front of a house. They like playing in here. They love that these lights really do light up at night, and it's nice that they're solar so we don't have to worry about changing out the batteries or keeping them plugged in. We also added this little sign over the top of the door that came from the Chip and Joanna Gaines line at Target. I don't think that it's still available, but there are a lot of different little signs like that that can be purchased off of Amazon. And finally, I added this cute little planter. This is meant to go on the railing in front of a house, but it fits perfectly over the ledge of the front of their play structure. We have just planted some annual flowers in here, but we've talked about switching it out for some fall flowers or even making it like a little herb garden that the kids would be able to take care of themselves. We purchased these wind chimes off of Amazon as well. They come in a variety of different sizes, and I was somewhat surprised at how expensive wind chimes are, but they have really high quality items, and these, in my opinion, were worth the money. So if you're looking for a quality wind chime, this particular brand is absolutely one that I would recommend. We debated back and forth on whether or not we were actually going to put up wind chimes because I was worried that it would be a little bit distracting in the back of my videos, but I absolutely love the way that they sound when we're back there enjoying our outdoor space. And yes, my children did color with sidewalk chalk all over the back of the house. So these videos are absolutely real life, and this is truly what my backyard looks like at any given time. Our backyard was not an abundantly inviting place for wildlife prior to our renovation, so we were hoping that by hanging a couple of different birdhouses and filling them up with food, that we would attract wildlife to the backyard. And we finally, after we've had these up for months, but we finally saw a bird on this little post this morning that I'm recording this video. So it is early September, and we have finally attracted our first little bird to these houses. These were really affordable. They came off of Amazon, and my husband just fills them up with a standard bird food. I think that he got this post from Home Depot, and then he also added a metal piece to the bottom so that squirrels wouldn't climb up it. He was worried that without that they would eat all the food and we would not actually have any birds in our little bird feeders and bird house. Hands down, the most expensive part of this whole backyard makeover was planting all of these different trees and shrubs. I had no idea prior to this project how expensive little tiny shrubs can be. We have planted a combination of dogwood trees, hibiscus, we've planted peonies, flamingo willows. We just went to different nurseries in our area and found things that were going to be appropriate for the amount of sun exposure, and also looked at how big the items would grow to when they're full size to make sure that they were going to be appropriate for the space. I love that we've created a combination here of different plants and shrubs. We are really excited to see how these grow and mature over the next couple of years. That small white bush that you see in the left-hand side of the screen is I think that it's called lamb's ear. I remember these are really soft plants, and I remember my neighbor had one when I was a kid, so it was really the only plant that I was adamant that we add to this backyard space. We have, like I've mentioned, a couple of trees that are established in the backyard. This is a pink dogwood that's absolutely beautiful in the spring. We just added this metal bird to it. I think that's the name of the actual company that makes these. If they have something comparable on Amazon, I'll link that down below, but it's really cool how you're able to see the skyline through the silhouette of the bird. I've also got a separate video showing how I created that planter box at the base of the tree with some details about the ground covering that I used. Next, we hung this, I think it's called a Dynatrap. This attracts mosquitoes. I have mentioned before, but I am allergic to mosquito bites. If I get bit by a mosquito, it swells up to the size of a baseball. So we really try to deter mosquitoes from being in the backyard when at all possible. This does light up in the middle of the night, but it doesn't make any sound, which is something that I liked. It doesn't have that buzzing sound that a lot of bug traps have, and it does a good job of deterring them. For, I think it covers a quarter or a half of an acre. It covers a pretty significant chunk of space in the backyard if mosquitoes are something that you have a problem with. This corner of the playground, we just wanted to plant one shrub and create that little rock wall to create a little bit of dimension. I have a separate video showing the details of how we created that. And we've also added a hummingbird feeder to the patio cover. It's not actually attracted any hummingbirds, so I'm wondering if maybe you need to have the actual red hummingbird feeders. If you have any tips or tricks of how to attract hummingbirds, go ahead and comment that down below. These lights that are hanging from the patio cover just came from Costco a number of years ago. And I've also shared how I completely redid this entire patio. This was a patio set. From the beginning of the video, you'll see this is not actually a new table. I just bought new pads, I spray painted it, I added new tiles, and it completely refreshed the entire patio on a really tight budget. We added this little table that came from World Market, as well as a propane fire pit that just sits in the corner with the little cover. This backyard makeover was done on a really tight budget, and it has made all the difference in the world in how we feel about being outside. We absolutely love the environment that we've created and the space that it has added to our home. I've mentioned before, but our house is not very big, so adding what feels like an entire new section of the house has really made a difference in how we're feeling during all of the stay-at-home orders. Done so already, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up so that I know that this is content that you're interested in. I hope that you're all staying happy and healthy. Bye!